You are welcome to the Wealthy Continent channel, a channel dedicated to the great people and continent of Africa. Remember, it is not the place that defines the status of the people. Rather, it is the people that defines the status of the place. As we continue our journey of financial literacy, we're going to be looking at the topic. They told me to get credit and store cards. Now, if you have arrived in the Western world, one of the things that you will notice is that credit has been inbuilt, is integrated in the fabrics of the society. Now, if you are new in the country and you have people around, friends, colleagues, or somebody close to you, now there's a possibility that the person is going to advise you. And who you meet when you come into a country matter, because what they are going to tell you, what they are going to pass on is very important. Now, you may not know everything because you are coming to that country. However, you need to pay attention to hear what the person or the people are going to say. Now, some people have been advised when they came to the country, you need to get credit cards. You need to get store cards. And they were not using this before they came to the country. But somebody has advised them and they don't have a full information. They didn't ask questions about, okay, how does this thing work? How does it affect me? What are the pros and cons? Now, because they've come into the country and they know somebody has been living there for a long time, they choose to depend, to rely, and just take the person's word for what it is without making any research on how these things will affect them. And some have been in financial bondage because they didn't ask questions. They didn't look at it. They didn't know how it works. They just bought it because somebody told them to. Now, I remember back in the day, watching plays on TV, you will see a group of men. They will go to a joint and they will tell the owner of the joint to say, okay, we are going to buy food, we are going to buy drinks, we are going to eat what we have, we're going to eat anything that we like, but put it on our record. So if it's a man or a woman, the joint owner has a card for everyone and the person will write their name and write how much food or how much drink they bought and start adding that together. The person knows when they receive their salary and the person knows where they work. So come month end, the joint owner is at the gate. So as soon as the person is paid, they get paid as well. Credit has been in existence for a while. Now, for those in the offices, you will see somebody approach a woman and say, wow, I just got a new shoe, I got new clothes, you can buy, this looks nice, this looks new blouses. And the person she's showing that project to will say, okay, I don't have the money now, but I can buy it on credit. I'll pay you at month end. Now, these two scenarios are there, and people who live this kind of lifestyle, they just go in cycles. They don't end up become financially, free. They don't enjoy financial freedom because before even they get the money, before the money gets home, it's been spent. They spend their future before they get there. Now, the joint owner and the people selling the offices, the only thing that they are different from the bank is that they just add a little bit of profit and that's it. What with the bank, the interest is always compounding. There's professionalism added to it and they serve more clients. But the system, the approach has been the same. Now, when people are told, go and pick up credit cards, collect it, is free money, you need to ask questions. If you are the type that you are disciplined, you live below your means, you live within your means, you won't need it. Because you will look at it, where I'm coming from, my life was based on what I earned. And, if I need more money, I know what to do. But I don't live on credit. That is where you start to push back. But if you are the type that, everything goes, you go and pick up a credit card and store cards, and they will give you reasons. Now, there are people who use credit cards and they are highly disciplined. They ensure that on a monthly basis, there are no balance carried over to the next month. So they paid. It takes discipline to do this. You are extremely disciplined, and those who do it, they do it for points. They do it for promotion. They don't spend the money they don't have. The only thing is that they use it as convenience and make sure that the balances are paid on a monthly basis. For those who are not disciplined, for those who don't understand how credit card works, they just see themselves spending money. They are not paying it off. Over a period of time, it continues to accumulate. This is where the interest kicks in. And they continue to pay interest, interest, interest upon interest upon interest upon interest. One of the things that you have to know about store cards is that, and credit cards, is that you need to check the rate of interest. Even sometimes when you invest, most of the time, you don't have such rate on your investment. But because people are not disciplined, people are not ready to say no, people are not ready to find out whether they need this or not, they just jump into it. They see themselves tied down by those things. Now, if you are new in the country, please understand this. It doesn't mean that you are a novice. It doesn't mean that the mind that God has given to you cannot be used. It doesn't mean that you cannot question things. It doesn't mean that you should throw away your values, you should throw away your convictions, because you moved into a new place, you need to question things. And if you question the person telling you and the person cannot tell you why, then make sure you find out yourself. Now, somebody will tell you why you should get a credit card is, one, you can always use it as an emergency. In case you need to do something, I don't have money, just use your credit card. In case you go into the shop, lifestyle-wise, and you see a clothes, you see a suit, you see a shoe, you see a bag that you love to, and you don't have the money with you, you can just use your store card to pay for it, and you pay for it later. Lifestyle-wise. Somebody will tell you, you can use your credit card as an investment. Another person will always tell you that, if you use it for investment, you will pay later. Somebody will tell you as well, if you need to build up your credit in the Western world, you need to use your credit card and store cards and be paying the minimum payment. You get all kinds of information. I want you to know that is not true. And I want you to know that you need to find out things yourself. Don't just take it because somebody told you so. Your lifestyle matters. It's not everything that you see that you must buy. You have to learn to say no to things. You have to learn. Now, if you are used to saving money to buy things, why should you now live on credit? If they've told you to go and get a credit card or a store card to build up your credit in case you need to buy something, I want you to know that cash is king. Cash will speak anytime, any day, anywhere. I want you to push back and educate yourself on how these things work. The banking industry, the financial services are doing business. They'll give you the money for you to spend. They expect you to pay back. And if you don't pay back, the interest starts accruing on the principal. And the less you pay, the longer the interest will start to work. It's like compound interest working against you. I want you to know that you need to think through what people say to you. Don't just take everything. You've got the mind to think through. You've got the mind to sack things. And if it's not true, please bin it. If you have been getting value from our videos, we'd like you to consider subscribing to our channel, clicking on that like button and sharing with others. Remember, a candle does not lose its value by giving light to others. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.